Hello, welcome to the video instructions for Module 13. Module 13 begins our entrance into Unit 4. This is the final unit of the course. Module 13 will be introducing us to the idea of working together in groups, and you will be completing your usual module assignments. Remember, you should be reading Chapter 12 of the OER. You should be reviewing your PowerPoints for this chapter. Then you will be doing your discussion board, and you will be completing your timed quiz. Please take note of any key concepts that you see on the quiz, as they may reappear on Unit 4 exam. If you have any questions or concerns about content within the chapter, video responses, or discussion boards, please send me an email. If you're having any technical issues, also please send me an email. If you find any broken links or issues within the Canvas, you can also post those on the Q&A discussion board for the course. Before I finish, I would like to talk to you about some really interesting research that social psychologists find in the field of group performance. We all crave social interaction. The social need is a basic need for humans. And for this reason, we want to belong to groups. We value specific groups that we belong to more than others. Sometimes a group we belong to will end up closing and we'll leave that group. That can be an easy process, or it might be a painful process, as we don't want to leave a group. Now, aside from belonging to groups is the performance of group members. I'm sure you've been in many situations, either at work or in classrooms, where you've been asked to participate in brainstorming. Now, the idea with brainstorming is you get a bunch of creative people into a room and ask them to brainstorm on solutions or ideas, and that everybody's going to contribute and you're going to come up with all kinds of great answers and solutions. Well, psychology actually finds that in that social situation, people tend to come up with less quality solutions and generally less solutions overall. There are all kinds of different factors that come into play when we're engaged in social situations. The idea that maybe we expect somebody else to be the leader. Maybe we're going to begin to engage in what we call social loafing, or being less productive in a group setting. Now, there's no question that we need group interaction. There's no question that we need social interaction. But the idea of productivity increasing just because there are more people there is not demonstrated in the research in social psychology. Sometimes we're in groups where being in the group is actually problematic. In the OER, you'll be reading about groupthink, and that's a situation where you have a group of individuals who are highly capable. They have information about a situation and they're asked to come up with a solution. And instead of evaluating all of the information and using their critical thinking skills to solve an issue, they just kind of fold into each other, follow a charismatic leader, and end up making a terrible decision. Later, when they reflect on that decision, they wonder why they did it. And we've seen this in history. We've seen it politically with issues like the Bay of Pigs attack in Cuba. We also saw it with the Desert Storm issue under George W. Bush. And we've seen it in a lot of other situations where a highly qualified group makes a poor decision. It's important to realize that bringing people together is part of our social nature, but that doesn't always mean that productivity is going to increase, creativity is going to increase. And so we have to evaluate the types of conditions under which we really want to maximize the ability of people to work together. Okay, I will see you back in the next video for this course.